What's going on, guys? What's going on, Ty Squad? What's going on, everybody? So, Deshaun Watson is is going to be the starting quarterback for the Browns. We know that he's going to be the starting quarterback for the Browns, and he's coming back from an injury. He's coming back from an injury. He's coming back from an injury. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this and keep it truthful and keep it true and keep it 100. People are going to talk. People are going to talk about. People are going to talk whatever you do. People are going to talk, and people are going to talk about the Browns, going to talk about the Chiefs, going to talk about the 49ers, and people are going to talk. People are going to talk how Deshaun Watson played against the Cowboys. People will talk about it because Deshaun Watson's contract just kicked in. His contract just kicked in, and he's got he's got to prove that he's worth his contract. He's worth that. He's worth that contract. And I'm going to say it again. People are going to talk. People are going to talk about how Deshaun Watson does the whole season. And I think with Deshaun Watson coming back from his injury, there was a point that there were there was a point that when Deshaun Watson went down week 12 last year against the Baltimore Ravens, there was a point that he would have to sit out the rest of this season. There was a point he would have came back after he would have came back next season. He could have came back next season, but there was a point that the injury he had, he would have to sit out a year, a year because the injury he had was very serious. Which I'm glad he's back 100%. And like I said, people are going to talk about Deshaun Watson and talk about the Browns and talk about the 49ers and talk about the Chiefs because we're in the Patrick Mahomes era. Patrick Mahomes is the guy, and the Chiefs are the top dog of the NFL, and we're in the Patrick Mahomes era. And I'm going to say this is that everybody wants to beat the Chiefs. Every NFL team wants to beat the Chiefs and beat the Chiefs, like beat the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes, like we're in the Patrick Mahomes era. Just like when Tom Brady was playing, we were in the Tom Brady era. Um, we were in the Tom Brady era, but now we're in the Patrick Mahomes era because teams teams want to beat the Chiefs, and with Deshaun Watson coming back, I he's going to have a bounce back season. Am I excited that he's going to have a bounce back season? Yeah, but we are going to be missing Nick Chubb. We are going to be missing Nick Chubb, but we're going against a good, a good Dallas Cowboys team that when you're going against Michael Parsons, Diggs, Dak, C.A. Lamb, and when you look at who the Browns have and who we have Deshaun Watson playing. We have we if we had Nick Chubb, it would be a whole different story. But we have a good offense, and our defense. I hope we show up this defense. I hope we show up this defense. I hope the defense show up because on the defense side of the ball, you still have Miles Garrett, you still have Denzel Ward, you still have Smith, and you still have, and on the offense, you still have Deshaun Watson. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, you have to look at like Deshaun Watson. I think the reason why we signed Jameson, which Jameson had a good preseason. Jameson had a good preseason, and I definitely think the reason why we signed Jameson was because we didn't know it that Deshaun Watson wasn't going to come back. We didn't know that Deshaun Watson wasn't coming back because I'm excited for Deshaun Watson to come back as a Browns fan. Um, because last year, week 12, when he went down with his injury, um, I thought we saw a sign Joe Flacco. We saw a sign Joe Flacco. We saw a sign Joe Flacco. I definitely think Jameson wanted to be that backup to Deshaun, like Joe Flacco was to Deshaun. I definitely think that. And people can say also that that the Browns that the Browns made the playoffs in 2020, made the playoffs in 2022, made the playoffs last year, but we still lost to the Chiefs. Those 3 years, we still lost to the Chiefs in those playoff games. Well, like I said, we're in the Patrick Mahomes era. We're in the Patrick Mahomes era, and everybody wants to beat the Chiefs. But I am excited for Deshaun Watson to come back because when you look at who's coming back from the injury list for the Browns, we got Deshaun Watson coming back, we got Smith coming back, um we got Denzel Ward coming back. So I'm excited for Deshaun Watson's bounce back season. I definitely think he's going to have a bounce back season because I'm excited that he's back. But guys, sub if you're new and never give up your dreams. And I hope all of you guys are safe out there and stay blessed, everybody, and peace.